For this newest generation of Pathfinder, Nissan has ditched their CVT and outfitted this SUV with a bit of a rugged off-road package called the Rock Creek. So what does this all translate to when it comes to efficiency? Well, today we're going to find out. This is Chris here with Daily Motor, and today we've got the real-world highway fuel economy test on the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek Edition. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. The market is becoming so saturated with these kind of soft rotor versions of SUVs that have been around for a little while. We've got this, we've got the Honda Passport Trail Sport, we've got the Ford Explorer Timberline, you've got the GMC Acadia AT4, you've got the Subaru Forester Wilderness. There are so many of these cars on the market at this point, and this is one of the only ones that I haven't spent time in yet. And under first impressions, it's a little bit more extreme than the other ones, mostly due to these Toyo Open Country all-terrain tires. They are very aggressive, and once we get on the highway, you will see just how loud they are. They are probably the loudest tires I've ever experienced on any production car, but anyways, that's besides the point. This particular Pathfinder Rock Creek, and in fact every Pathfinder Rock Creek, is powered by the same naturally aspirated V6, 9-speed automatic, and power is sent to all four wheels. I think that this thing looks really proper. They've done a great job with the styling, plenty of Rock Creek badges, and Charlie's driven it through a couple of mud puddles to make it look even more proper. So let's go ahead and get started and see how this thing does. So then, why do we perform this test? Well, the EPA's fuel economy test, which gives this Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek 23 MPG on the highway, only averages 48 miles per hour. And you know that some people like to take their cars on actual road trips. So what we're going to do today is go out 50 miles and back 50 miles, averaging 70 miles per hour for a more real-world figure. Couple of things worth noting for today's test. Outside temperature is 33 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to be running the climate control inside the cabin at 73 degrees auto. Tire pressures have been set to their factory door placard indicated 36 psi cold, and we're going to be using the same gas pump both times using the same 3-click filling method to get the most accurate results possible. And just about 4 gallons in there. Let's go ahead, hop in, try not to hit the pole here, and get started. Couple of things to get sorted before we start the engine. We're going to go ahead and get our climate control set to 73 auto, like we just did. And then, excuse the vent there, we're going to reset the trip computer. Ooh, she's blowing pretty hard. And then we're going to start the engine. Get started with the test. Excuse the blower motor there for the first couple of minutes probably while it heats up the cabin for us. Whew, that is quite loud. Okay, a number of different drive modes here in this Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek. The one we're going to be using today is, of course, Eco Mode. We also have Snow, Auto, Sport, Mud Ruts, and Sand, and Trailer Tow as well. So the purpose of this test is not to hypermile. I'm simply going to merge onto the highway, set the cruise control to a GPS indicated 72 miles per hour, and just drive to get the most real-world results possible. We won't be doing any sort of purposely economical driving sort of things like drafting or, you know, anything like that. I'm just going to get on here, drive, see what this thing gets in a real-world scenario. All right, let's go ahead and get our cruise control set to 72 at first. We've got steering assist on. Listen to those tires. Oh my goodness. All right, it looks like that is translating to 72 on the GPS as well. Well then, under first highway impressions, you can certainly hear my first impression. It's so loud. Not only is there a lot of road noise, there's a bit of wind noise, there isn't a ton of sound deadening in this Rock Creek. This is only a $45,000 SUV, which is on the cheaper end for a 3-row vehicle like this. So, you know, you have to expect that there have been some budget cuts somewhere, but it is seriously shocking how loud these tires are. I'm going to have to absolutely crank the music in this thing. And unfortunately, no branded audio here in this car. It's just a base sound system. It's about a C tier on the Daily Motor scale. We'll have to see what Charlie actually thinks about that sound system before we give it a final grade, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this thing, if I'm being honest, but there are some redeeming qualities. I quite like the thin leather-wrapped steering wheel. I like that it has adaptive cruise with steering assist. I like the cloth seats, and I like all of these little Rock Creek badges because, as we know, special editions of cars are cool. So I'm going to go ahead and settle in here, get acquainted with this Pathfinder Rock Creek, and I'll catch up with you guys once I am towards the end of my journey. Concluding our journey here in the Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek, and the journey has gone just about as expected. The tires are shockingly loud. The ride isn't that great either, to be honest. It's a little bit crashy. For something like this, I expected the ride to be a little bit softer. Luckily, all of the controls on the interior are very straightforward, easy to use. The seats are comfortable. Steering wheel's nice. I'm not a big fan of the steering assist here in this car, as well as the adaptive cruise control. The car really wanders all over the road, and also you can only let it drive itself for like 5 seconds before it yells at you to touch the steering wheel, and it becomes more aggressive as you go. I've been holding the steering wheel for a while, so it'll let me go a little bit longer, but then you get this, and it makes you steer. I don't know, it's just overall, the car seems a little bit confused as far as this system goes. Anyways though, enough of that. Indicated here on the cluster, 23.4 MPG. We've been hovering around this 23.2 to 23.6 range pretty much the whole test. So pretty on par with what EPA has indicated on their test, 23 MPG. So we'll have to see how consistent we are with that. My exit's in just about a mile, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the last, mile of my journey, and I will catch up with you all once I have brimmed the tank here on the Rock Creek Pathfinder. And 4.304 gallons going in there for our final fill. Let's hop in and see how we did. Today's journey was 99.7 miles. Go ahead and divide that by the 4.304 gallons of petrol that we put into the car, and that gives us 23.16 MPG, quite consistent with what we saw there on the cluster and quite consistent with EPA. This is a pretty poor number, and you know, if you were just to get a regular Pathfinder, you'd probably see a 2-3 mile per gallon bump. For example, we tested the Infiniti QX60 last week, and that car achieved about 26 MPG. So seeing this 23 number, just to have a little bit of a different appearance on the outside of the car, some more aggressive tires, I don't necessarily know that it's worth it. Unless you're really, really going to be using this car for like some proper off-roading, you go camping all the time, I don't think it's worth the cooler looks to sacrifice that much fuel economy. But anyways, there you go, 23.16 in a real world scenario. Let's go ahead and multiply this by 18.5, as that is our tank capacity, and that gives you an effective highway cruising range of 420 miles. So not too far. A lot of SUVs in this segment we see reaching around the 500 to 520 mile range, so this one is lacking a little bit. So you really got to make the choice. Do you want to have the Rock Creek badges, the aggressive tires, the different bumpers, the roof rack, everything else, and sacrifice your fuel economy? Or do you want to spend the same money, get a little bit nicer features, more economical wheels and tires, and, you know, be able to save some money at the pump? I guess that decision is up to you. But there you go, 23 miles per gallon, 420 miles of effective highway cruising range. And that will just about wrap it up for us today. If you guys are curious to learn more about this Pathfinder Rock Creek, make sure to check the link in the description. We will have our other videos linked down below. But otherwise, that'll do it for us today. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Chris here with Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.